Well, it's interesting. So we have a lot of people who live in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, north of Fort Lauderdale, that will drive down here in 2 hours, but they don't want to be in Key West. It's too far to drive, or even at Islamorada. So they want a place in Key Largo. So they can drive down here in 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Sometime, like with customers from Palm Beach, Shane, we want to drive 2 hours max, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes. I said, Islamorada's not going to work because of the traffic. So we sold them a place in Key Largo, which they loved it. And he goes, well, I want to have quick access out to the ocean too. I said, well, we need to be in northern Key Largo where we have Adams Cut. It used to be called, all you local people called Cross Key Waterways. They call it Adams Cut now for the last 20 years. That gave this particular client of ours access to the bay. I sold them a house on the water on the bay and quick access out through Adams Cut, through South Creek or North Creek out into the ocean. I mean, straight out, you're dolphin fishing, tuna fishing, you're reef fishing, you're snorkeling, you're diving. John Penny Camp is right there. It's a state park. So that was one application. We have other people that maybe come from Fort Myers who don't mind the drive that say, Key Largo is fine and dandy, but we want to be a little further south. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
And anybody out there who's been to Key Largo, and this isn't a bad thing or a good thing, but Key Largo has a different vibe than, say, Islamorada. Yeah. Islamorada has a different vibe than Lower Matacumbe. Lower Matacumbe has a different vibe than, say, Marathon. Key West has a completely different vibe than Islamorada or Key Largo. It's what the client wants.
Yep.
I mean, if they're, party, want to go and have a great time, I'd say go to Key West. Key West is an absolute blast. I can go down a couple days and I'm done and ready to come back. I love Key Largo. Key Largo is great. My dad lives there. I personally live in Islamorada. That's where we are now. Mile marker 89.5. I'm sorry, let me back up. 86.5. And I just like the proximity of Snake Creek. So like right where we're sitting now, we're on the ocean side. We're on the harbor here. It's called Treasure Harbor. I can be out in the ocean in 90 seconds, literally. Yeah. And the beautiful thing is that I wanted, that was important to me, and a lot of you boaters, if it's super rough, like yesterday we went in the boat, it was rough.
Yep.
I said, let me run a quarter mile, go through Snake Creek, and get onto the bay side where it's flat calm. And it was flat calm. And your wife was concerned, I don't want it too rough, I might get seasick. I said, we're not getting seasick today. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
The next bridge you have is called Whale Harbor. That's where Three Waters is. And for the old timers, that's where Holiday Isle was, and then Postcard Inn. And the world famous Holiday Isle Sandbar, well, now it's called the Islamorada Sandbar, is right out front. So we have a number of restaurants within 5, 6, 7 minutes away. To me, it's important. If the wind's blowing out of the northwest, we go on the ocean side, and we'd run down to Marathon or run to Key West in the boat. We take a trip probably twice a year by boat from here. We stop at all the bars and restaurants on the way, just having fun with friends. It is a blast.
It's so cool.
It's so much fun. Really fun.